Welcome to the Criticurb show on creativity and you. I'm your host, Uche Teresa Ezuko. And today we welcome Anthony Michel to the show all the way from Houston, Texas. Anthony is the author of the motivational ebook titled No Sweat. He has a super unique condition and personality. His passion and resilience are remarkable. In his book, Anthony gives a personal account of being a child born with a rare condition known as hypohidrotic ectodermal dysplasia. One of the symptoms of HED is not having sweat glands to regulate body temperature. For Anthony, it was difficult as a child watching his friends play outside while he had to remain indoors for the rest of the summer months. As an adult, Anthony has lived his entire life trying to adapt to the condition, which has given him many life lessons. Anthony, you're welcome to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Very honored. And I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, wonderful. I just like the fact that you are one special, unique person. It's amazing, fantastic. And I'm glad to be part of your story today. I'm glad. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, God has been good. He's kept me, sure.
Good. So tell us everything about Creativity is You. Understanding the passion of persistence has brought you to where you are today. How has creativity helped to guide you towards a deeper level in embracing your passion and goals?
Well, I was born in a faith-based home. My parents always taught me, you trust in God. Mm-hmm. And even though with those challenges, you find yourself as a child growing up, you're questioning God, and that's not right. So I continued, I had my challenges and everything, but I continued to pray, and I knew what I wanted to do in life very young. It started out as music. I love music. I love writing, and then God continued to talk to me. And after going through my challenges, I started to look at myself and saw some of the things that I was able to, as I look back, I was able to overcome through the grace of God. And it came quite obvious to tell my story to help others to be able to overcome some of those challenges that they may have, whatever they may be in their life. I definitely wanted to write my story. Many never heard of it because it is very rare. And the doctors at that time didn't have a lot of, information about it. So they didn't expect me to live past a teenager. Grace of God, he had another, he had his,
God had other plans for you.
Yeah, he had other plans for me. And so I stand here, I sit here before you at 54 years old, and I thank God it's nothing but him. Because I know that some of the things that I had gone through in my life, at that time, I could not see getting past them, especially living on my own and having my own financial responsibilities to take care of and finding work. It was very tough, but, I knew what I wanted to do, and I continued to pray, and he continued to, reveal things to me and open doors for me, from leaving home and going to college and graduating. One of the disadvantages of my condition, they said I may have some learning disabilities. I didn't look at it that way at the time because I know there are a lot of individuals that have challenges, learning disabilities and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. It just took me some time to catch it. It was a repetition. Some of us heard the mother learning is repetition. So I would continue from learning spelling words growing up, just reading them over and over again. Yeah. Book reports that we had to do, I would read the book multiple times in order to be able to tell the story. And on in life, it was just became, obvious that was something that I would continue to do. And some of it would stick and some kind of slip away, but it never took a minute for me to, keep going. Things work out.
Yeah, Anthony, it's all about that determination, that passion, that will to live and, and make something good out of life. Honestly, I can't begin to imagine how it was growing up as a child with that condition and, watching your friends play outside when you had to remain indoors. Honestly, I don't even want to imagine it because I know how tough it would have been for you as a child, but somehow you actually lived beyond that. And yeah, you are. You've done well for yourself as an adult. And that determination, that willingness to want to live and be exceptional and be unique and be special is something that is that it makes you like, I really, really like you so much for that, honestly. It looks like a lot of work, having to navigate the whole challenges of life with that condition. But somehow, I don't know, you did it. It's amazing, Anthony. It's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us today. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, definitely. I really enjoy just communicating and talking to people. That was always something I enjoyed doing, even though I was shy and it took me a while to come out of my
Mhm.
shell. But I began to enjoy socializing, and so
Yeah,
that kind of helped as well because being indoors and
I
being having
know.
a unique condition, you kind
Yeah.
of withdraw yourself from people because no one understands, no one really knows, and it was something that the challenge in itself was kind of tough for me.
Yeah, yeah, you can say that again, honestly. I can imagine. I can imagine how tough that would have been. But, you know, being a child and now an adult, I'm sure that all those years and those experiences have actually helped you to grow spiritually, okay, and also grow to live with people around you regardless of their condition, disabilities, or so I think it has made you to be who you are today. And I'm really excited to actually talk about your personality because you are one exceptional person. So it's great. It's wonderful. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. So, in No Sweat, you gave a personal account of being a child born with a rare genetic condition, which we briefly actually did talk about now. The uncomfortable environment left you unable to enjoy the outside. How has these past memories and emotions helped you as an individual?
Oh man, they help me as an individual for the simple fact that you think of those that actually have more extreme conditions that doesn't allow them to walk, doesn't allow them to
Right.
see, doesn't allow them to hear. And I would reflect on those things, and I know that they had their challenges. So and they began to go on in life from being able to read through Braille or and
Mhm.
there when you have a condition or disability, your other senses are heightened is what I've learned over the years and growing up and researching. So you have other talents that you may not be aware of. Those that may not hear, they can hear sounds that we and be able to describe them that maybe we couldn't, and we're able to see every day. So it's just things that I've been able to acknowledge to. And with my condition, I was fortunate and blessed to be able to have a bit of athletic ability,
Right.
and having the strength to continue on when nobody understands, which I'm sure a lot of us feel, and you just it gives you that extra strength. So your ability to keep going is heightened if you connect with it, because everybody doesn't, they throw their hands up. Maybe some people just throw their hands up and feel like this is too much, I can't.
Yeah,
But that's when the strength really heightens if you
that's
keep
right.
that, you keep that persistence and keep going, and keeping God first is which
Yeah.
is something I always recommend, keeping God first. And things will work out. Things will work out. I
And
have an
things
account
always
here.
work out, things always work out when you have God in mind. These things we cannot do on our own. Like we need that spirituality, we need that God's presence to help us because to be honest with you, most days, I'm sure for you, even as a child, even now as an adult, most days would have been really challenging. And there's sometimes you begin to question and say, God, why? Why me? You know?
Right.
So those days of God, why me? You know, those are the days that you need to reflect and just thank God for how far you've come, knowing that you didn't come that far by your own, you know, magical powers. You know, yeah.
Yeah, and it's ironic you mentioned that, because we have to think about what the things that you've been blessed with
Yeah,
thus far. You know, regardless of what the things that you're not able to do or you don't have, you really have to think about what God has blessed you with thus far, you know, and he's keeping you. You know, you have a purpose here. You know, we are all
exactly.
created in the image of God, and we all are great. You know, you have to believe that and understand that he has a plan for you. He has a purpose for you. You have to just keep going, and things will open up. You're going through those challenges in your life for a reason. They're not just haphazardly, you know, dropped in your plate. You know, you have to keep going, because he's showing you and he's training you and teaching you things that you will need to know in order to go further in your life. I
That's
believe.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for sharing all that information with us today. Thank you.
We're still on the show Criticurb of Fast Production, and this is our call-out session on creativity and you. And today we do have a special guest. Anthony Michel is our special guest today. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe.
And Anthony, you're still welcome to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I will also let you know too that anyone wants to, on my two books, I have Living Without Sweat Glands and No Sweat, which is my most recent book. If anyone are interested in learning more about me, you can email me at anthonymitchellspeaks52@gmail.com. And thank you. Thank
Wonderful.
you. And I have a coaching program called Never Give Up, you know, so
yeah.
yes, thank you.
Never give up. I love the sound of that. It's just like, you know, never give up.
Have to keep going.
All right. So tell us, how do you feel about where you are right now in terms of what you have achieved? What are your next big steps? Where are all of these taking you to? Where do you see yourself excelling into from here?
Well, I want to be able to give my message to as many as I can, more speaking engagements. And I have more books that I want to write about from the things that I've had the experience in my life. And those books that I've written, the first one is really just learning and educating my readers on my condition and learning about that. And then I transitioned and rebranded my book, No Sweat, was making that step into the business world and learning about business as much as you can. And those books. And now, you know, the future, I do poetry. So I definitely I'm in the midst of finishing up my poetry book, Inspirational Poems, which I've been blessed to be able to have the ability and talent to do. So I definitely want to make sure we get that out there. As I mentioned, my coaching program, you know, and that is something that I hope to be able to reach those that if I'm not able to be there, they're able to, you know, learn some of the tips and strategies that I've used in my life and help me to be able to move forward and be ready for the next plateau in my life, you know.
I know, that is super exciting. Actually, you know what, you're a super busy man. It's amazing how you can get inspired to actually touch other people's lives positively and for them to also get inspired, because I know there are lots of people out there living with some other different kind of rare conditions. So if they can draw some kind of inspiration from you, I'm so happy to share your story right now. I'm so happy to be part of your story as well, because you're not just inspiring people with rare conditions, you're also inspiring those that have no conditions but need some purpose in life. Okay, there's nothing as good as understanding what your purpose is and pursuing it and trying your best to live it. Okay, and rather than giving up, but living through to get through to your purpose. That is absolutely amazing, Anthony. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all that with us today. Thank you.
We are still on the show Criticurb of Fast Production, and this is our call-out session on creativity and you. And today we do have a special guest. Anthony Michelle is our special guest today. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe.
And Anthony, you're still welcome to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Very honored. I am so honored that you reached out.
Thank you. I'm sure a lot of people out there are eager to know more about you right now. Tell us, how can we reach out to you for collaborations and partnerships, or even motivational speaking? We're all interested in getting to know you more.
Yes, I'm in the midst of putting my company together where there'll be an unlimited amount of those to reach out to me with my system, Anthony Mitchell, of course, my company, No Sweat Shop, and emailing me, of course, Anthony Mitchell speaks52@gmail.com, my Facebook, Anthony Mitchell Author Inspires, and No Sweat Shop, Instagram, Time to Shine 68, and my LinkedIn, Not Over For Me Yet, on my LinkedIn page as well, and my Twitter account. Hey, so those that actually want to reach out to me, definitely use those platforms, my social media platforms, and my email, and definitely reach out. I'm always open to, assist those. I want to help those to be able to overcome those challenges. So, just keep in mind, keeping God first and never give up, and things will work out.
I love that. Right? You said never give up. Yes.
Yeah.
Never give up. Oh, well, the good thing is you're all over social media. So we'll find you. There's no hiding place for you anymore. We will find you. So.
Yeah, I want to try to make myself as visible as possible.
Oh, wonderful. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all that information with us. Thank you for coming to the show. It's my pleasure knowing you. Like I said, you are one special, unique person that is actually impacting lives right now. And I can say, keep doing what you're doing. You are a wonderful person. You have a wonderful personality. You're kind. And I will always encourage you to, keep shining, keep helping people, keep inspiring people. And I encourage you to write more books and more poems as well. So we are looking forward to your collections when they come out, and do let us know, and we will go from there. But thank you so much for coming to the show. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll definitely let you all know when things start moving forward in my book and stuff. You're welcome, and thanks again. So honored to be on your show, and your listeners. I hope they're able to reach out to me when their time.